Implementing an evidence-based practice can be organized using 4 essential support structures to provide the leadership, training, practice application, and documentation necessary for successful implementation. These 4 essential support structures are a state leadership team, a professional development network of program implementation coaches, implementation and demonstration sites, and data and evaluation systems. National, regional, or state systems that are organized to include the 4 essential structures can provide infrastructure needed to implement and scale supports and strategies that promote more equitable and just early care and education environments for young children, especially for those children who are historically marginalized. The Statewide Implementation Guide is a free online implementation guide available on the National Early Childhood Technical Assistance Center website. The guide includes tools, materials, and examples that can be used to provide the essential support needed across implementation structures. By leveraging these essential support structures and corresponding tools to implement and scale the pyramid model for promoting the social emotional competence of infants and young children, systems make progress toward outcomes for equity, such as confronting and dispelling implicit and explicit biases, improving advocacy for young children and families who are often subject to biases, and informing changes in policies, practices, and systems through advocacy.
The pyramid model is a tiered framework of evidence-based practices to promote healthy social emotional development and address challenging behavior in children birth through 5 years of age. These practices and the tools developed to implement them promote more equitable early care and education environments, especially for young children who have been historically marginalized. Developed about 20 years ago, the pyramid model is being implemented in over 25 states in the US and several other countries. Implementation includes the systems and policies needed to install and scale with high fidelity. The essential support structures described in the SIG were developed and refined through studying and learning from the implementation, scale-up, and sustainability of the pyramid model. The states that have been implementing, scaling, and sustaining the pyramid model the longest have confirmed the importance of the state leadership team, the network of program coaches, the selection and support of implementation and demonstration sites that have the structures to ensure fidelity, and database decision-making.
North Carolina is one of many states in the U.S. implementing the pyramid model. Currently, in North Carolina, there are 37 pyramid model implementation sites that include a total of 1,056 classrooms. Over 350 practitioner-based coaches in North Carolina have received training and ongoing consultation and technical assistance to support those classrooms. Here you see examples of resources that have been especially helpful for building and sustaining the 4 essential implementation support structures. The Benchmarks of Quality tool for state leadership teams is grounded in implementation science and helps North Carolina's state leadership teams to assess and track progress and plan for improvement, sustainability, and scale up. North Carolina's Professional Development Network of Program Implementation Coaches provide guidance and support to practitioner coaches as they use the Pyramid Model Equity Coaching Guide as a reflection tool as they observe pyramid model strategies in the classroom through the lens and mindset of culturally responsive practices and identification of implicit bias. The Pyramid Model Program Leadership Team guidance for preventing the use of suspension and expulsion and promoting equitable, inclusive, and culturally responsive practices can be used to support the local program efforts to eliminate suspension and expulsion and promote equitable practices in all early childhood settings, including public and private schools and child care centers. And finally, the Look, Think, Act guidance is used as part of the Data and Evaluation Systems support structure to examine data for trends and meaningful associations, interpret the data, and determine future actions using a data-based decision-making process. You can find these and other helpful implementation tools and resources for supporting the 4 essential support structures at the National Early Childhood Technical Assistance Center and the National Center for Pyramid Model Innovation websites.